Welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013, and I'm joined by one of Wise Take's finest, Mr. Johnny the Greek. You can find him on Twitter at GDaddy80. Johnny, my man, how you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I had just kind of a rough day, so I decided to wear a bright-ass orange shirt on the show to either get made fun of or to try to brighten my day up somehow at this late hour of the night. So we'll see what the viewers have to say about my orange shirt.
Oh man, you just took the leap, bro. That's how you just said F it. Right there was like I had a rough day.
Hey, listen, bro. I had to go there before they went there because you know someone was gonna say something, right?
Yeah. Did you play enough of that Clippers New Orleans game? Yeah, enough. You played
Oh yeah. So I had Holiday, I had Rondo, I had some Lou Williams. Those are the main guys I had in there, and then I had some other guys. I mean, I didn't crush or anything like that. I mean, I did okay. I cashed in that big 180 tournament and all the other stuff. I did all the single entries, so I mean, it'll be a nice little profit for me tonight. Nothing killed, but I put up like a 290, so that was good enough to make a bunch of money. So it's good.
Okay. All right, man. We got a 7-game slate. I'm gonna get right to it. We're gonna bang this out because after this, I got to produce the PGA show for the subscribers who got access to the PGA package. So just to remind the nation, if you don't already have your golf pass, make sure you go up there, do your thing, wisetake.com, get it tonight. Right after this NBA podcast, we'll be doing the live stream for the PGA. It'll be up all the way through the slate. So anyway, so cash preparing for golf. Anyway, Johnny, let's do this basketball thing, man. We were just talking about how these slates have been pretty good since after the All-Star break. We've had some nice sizes, and it looks like it continues. We got 7 games here. I'm excited to see what you think, man. I know you've taken a brief look. It's still basically a first look, but I know you like to cover DraftKings, so I'll take a look at FanDuel for us. Start me off with point guards, man. Take me down to around the 6K range. What stands out to you?
Yeah, so I mean, you got the usual suspect, James Harden here at the top, point guard, shooting guard eligible. Not really a bad play by any means. He's not coming off a back-to-back. It's a decent matchup for him, so you can go there for sure. A little bit expensive. I really like actually Victor Oladipo tomorrow, 8,300 against Utah. Shooting guards have been doing really well against them. I like that. So $8,300 I think is a very, very affordable price for Victor Oladipo tomorrow, and you could definitely play my point guard or shooting guard. So I like that. I think if I was going to go a little bit down here, I'm looking at maybe like Eric Bledsoe. I think he's in play in this Houston game. But I probably would prefer to go to like Alonzo Ball, 7,400. I think he's in a great matchup with Orlando. And then I did some research, a little digging into this Kyle Lowry here. He's 7,200. He's had some really great games this year against Detroit. So I really like him tomorrow at 7,200. He's probably one of my favorite point guards. And I'm going to keep riding this IT2 train. He's at 6,000. I just think he's still too cheap for what he can put up, and he hasn't burned me. He's made me a lot of money so far, so I'm definitely going to keep going there.
Yeah, man, I don't blame you. Definitely don't blame you. IT2 he's getting all the usage. He's getting the minutes. I know he's a little priced up for coming off the bench, but if he's going to play 30 and he's going to take the shots, man, I'll keep doing it. This is a guy we were paying $8 and $9K for last year when he was in Boston. Remember that?
Absolutely.
Same player. He might not be quite there yet, but he will be eventually. It's that guy. So I do like that call. Chris Dunn is a guy that I'm kind of considering. The Bulls have kind of burnt me a little bit up here, but it's a pretty good matchup. He should see these weak Memphis guards. So don't mind me a little Chris Dunn action on FanDuel. He is above the 6K. What's his price on DraftKings? I'm just curious.
On DraftKings, he's 67. He's a little expensive. I'm just really worried about the Chicago Bulls and their rotations, and then they're going to rest Dunn on uh, every other game or
Russ
something like that. They
Levine. They're going to
said.
rest Levine.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Levine.
yeah.
Okay. It's one of those guys. Yeah. So, man, it's tough. I really want to play him because Memphis is just bad, but Chicago's kind of just as bad right now, aren't they?
No, Chicago is bad, but like this is the perfect scenario to finally play Chris Dunn.
Oh, bad versus bad. Oh, I
You know
get
what
it.
I'm
I
saying?
get it. I'm just, yeah, absolutely. They're just kind of priced up. I don't know. I mean, if okay, I'll put it this way: if I knew the minutes were secure for both of them, I would say yeah, they're great plays because Memphis is really bad and
We
they're
talking
like on
about
the
both of
third.
them. I'm talking about Chris Dunn. Who's both of them?
Oh, I'm just saying both Chris Dunn and
Oh,
Levine
okay.
for
You
me.
trying
Just
to?
the whole Bull situation.
Yeah,
I'm just general.
yeah. I gotcha. Yeah. Moving on to value time, Johnny.
I think DJ Augustine's an okay play tomorrow against the Lakers. He's just really inconsistent. He's really shot dependent. If he doesn't have a good shooting game, like he's not really going to get there, and he's a little expensive at 5,000. But I think he can get you there tomorrow in this matchup. And then you can take a shot on Corey Joseph. He's actually played pretty well in this Utah game matchup. I should say Utah matchup. So that's pretty good. And George Hill, 4,700. I mean, I'm still really afraid of this Cleveland situation unless there's something like opens up like a Larry Nance where he's the only center available pretty much or only big guy. So I don't know if I'll go there. And then because we don't have the news yet, I don't know what Memphis guy is going to be viable tomorrow. I know a lot of people played Ben McLemore. He was like 29% owned in tournaments yesterday or 2 days ago, and he got I think 5 minutes after lock he got pulled. So he burned a lot of people. So I'd kind of wait to hear news on that. I might even stay away from that situation in all, just being afraid that something else might like that happen. So that's really it for me.
Yeah, man. On FanDuel, I think what's his name from DJ Augustine stands out. He's only 4.9 over there, and obviously he's going to get about 30 minutes against Lonzo Ball and company. So I'm cool with that. Fred VanVleet's a guy that I think is getting kind of ridiculous. Like a lot of models like him every day because he gets minutes and he's always cheap. He's just 4.8 now. I'm starting to get a little weirded out by this situation. Toronto is just so damn deep. It's disturbing. It's like you just don't know who to play. It could be somebody on the first unit, it could be somebody on the second unit. They're just so deep.
Absolutely.
So I'll just throw that out there. What are your thoughts?
The only thing I fear there is a back-to-back,
right?
So I have a little bit of fear there.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't need, regardless of the back-to-back, my fear is that they're too deep. Like, my fear is that his price is up and he's a little bit too deep. Wow, Lonzo Ball is 8K on FanDuel. Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Lot.
Interesting. Yeah. That is, wow.
And he came off of a not good game, like not a bad, like a oh my god wreck game, but he didn't get to value, and they kept pricing him low when he would exceed value, and then all of a sudden he doesn't hit value, and they raise his price $700 on DraftKings.
Yeah, there's really not a lot to like in value town point guards. There's not a lot to like. It is pretty ugly on FanDuel because you don't even have the Memphis dudes here on FanDuel. You don't even have the Memphis guys at point guard, so. It's ugly, man. Like, which is not good because I wasn't too crazy about the top part either. So, point guard not looking too strong so far.
Sure.
Move us over to shooting guards, Johnny. What do you see?
Yeah, so like I don't want to play Holiday tomorrow, even though it's in a good matchup against Sacramento. Let's get back. I already talked about Harden. I already talked about Oladipo, but Holiday, I don't want to play him. He had a great game today, back to back here against Sacramento. The matchup is good. I'm just afraid of his shot. I would, so I'm not going to go there, but. DeRozan on paper looks pretty good in this matchup, but actually Lowry's played better. But my only issue with Lowry is that VanVleet has been closing a lot of the games lately. So I'm a little bit afraid of that whole situation. So I might just completely avoid it. Donovan Mitchell is okay tomorrow in this matchup. I like his price, 7,300. So we got a little bit of a discount here. I think he's okay. He hasn't we don't have a huge sample size, but he had a little bit of success. He put up in like the mid 30s here in the games he's played against Indy so far. So it's an okay play. I really like Chris Middleton tomorrow, 6,900 against Houston. This is probably my favorite piece on Milwaukee. I really like him at shooting guard, small forward. I mean, I probably put him at small forward because it's always a harder position to fill. So I really like that, and I think he's priced well. And then we talked about IT2. You can play my point guard, or you can slide him over to shooting guard.
Yeah, shooting guard. Not on FanDuel, not looking so strong either. Besides a guy like James Harden, I could certainly see the merit in playing him. Yeah, man, it's not great. KCP is 7-7 now, and like I'm not gonna say he hasn't earned. He's been playing really well, but it's just it's tough, man. It's really tough to consider going there.
How can you pay almost $8,000 for KCP? Like I don't know. Like I don't really care how great he's been playing. Like he's still KCP. You know?
Yeah, man. I tell you what, man. I don't care what you say about that Chicago situation. Like it was funny. You were talking about Levine and Dunn before. Now I'm at Levine because obviously on FanDuel there's no multiple. I'm still interested. He's 6'8" on FanDuel. Yeah. On FanDuel, that is too cheap.
Oh yeah. Those are great prices.
I gotta try it.
When they're within $100 on DraftKings and FanDuel, it's like almost a must play on FanDuel.
Right. Because FanDuel jacks all their guys up.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there's really not a lot to love here. Like Gary Harris is 7-2. It's just not. And I've been playing a lot of DraftKings lately. I've been playing both, but a little more volume on DraftKings. So I think like the prices now, I'm a little more sensitive when I'm looking at these prices. I'm like, oh, I'm looking at FanDuel. And I'm like, oh, these prices are like, wow, you know. Yeah. Maybe some Donovan Mitchell. I could do that, but that's tournament only. Like you're really not guaranteed his upside. And Rubio's starting to play better. It's tough. It's kind of a reach, but yeah, it's not looking too good above the 8K section on FanDuel. Aside from, above the 6K section on FanDuel. Aside from maybe Zach LaVine, and I'm with you on Chris Middleton. I think it's a decent spot for Chris Middleton. Take me down to Value Town, Johnny the Greek.
Yeah, so I already mentioned. All right, let's go up here a little bit. Buddy Hield tomorrow. Let's just remind everybody that tomorrow's a revenge game against New Orleans. He's actually played well against them. 5,200. I think you can give him a shot. But we talked about Augustine a little bit cheaper. I like him better at shooting guard just because I like a couple point guards that I want to plug in here, and I don't want him to take one of those spots if I was going to go there. I think, honestly, like the more I'm looking at this George Hill, I think George Hill might have a breakout game tomorrow against Denver. Denver coming on a back-to-back. It's in Denver. My only concern for Hill is he's a little bit older. Is he going to be able to go on the altitude, and play, 30-plus minutes here to get what I think I need from him? But at $4,700, like I think he's a good spot. Fred VanVleet, 4,400. He got a little bit of a price increase here on DraftKings. He's okay. I think that we can do better, but I think he's okay tomorrow. And I think just by what I'm seeing right now on Memphis, if I was going to take a chance on anybody, I think I would go with the Kobe Simmons. I just like him as a player over these other guys, and I think that I would take a shot on him. I took a shot on him 2 days ago, and he made me some money, so I'll probably go back there. And then don't sleep on CJ Miles, shooting guard, small forward in this Detroit matchup. He had a game where he got 30-plus minutes, and he shot lights out. He went completely bonkers, and then he had another game where he didn't do really anything. So I think that for $3,800 right now on a slate where you're really looking for some value, he might open up some things for you.
Yeah, man. I hear you, man. Looking at the FanDuel perspective, I could play the Bogdanovich Hield thing. Like my instinct, Bogdanovich I think is the better actual NBA player, but I think Buddy Hield is, he's got some serious upside just because of his scoring abilities. So they're like 200 apart. Let me ask you, Johnny, what would you do? 5'8" for Bogdanovich or 5'6" for Hield if you had to pick one?
Just because it's the matchup, I would go with Hield. Yeah. Hield has actually good results against them.
And it's a little bit of a revenge spot, right? Pelicans kind of gave up on him, sent him to Sacramento. So yeah, I think I prefer Hield, but I'm cool with both. Kobe Simmons, I'm with you. Like I was never gonna play McLemore. I just don't like that guy. But Kobe Simmons was the guy that I went with the other day. And while he did give me a scare, I was like, this guy's going to do nothing. He ended up getting there. He did all right for us at his price. He's 3.9 on FanDuel, and that goes a long way these days on FanDuel. It's tough to find guys that cheap that are in play, especially at that position. So like if you're having a problem picking a second, it's certainly cool throwing him in there. And then, of course, you can go down to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon is 5'4". I prefer. What's his DraftKings price? Is he cheaper over there?
Yeah, so I think he's what, 5?
Oh,
Let me
is he
see
5
real
over
quick.
there now? That didn't take long.
Yeah.
Wow, no kidding.
He went up. He was yeah, 53 now. He went up $400 from today.
Wow, no kidding. That's
Yeah.
okay. I'm not crazy about the price, but like the usage
Yeah.
is there over his 2 games since coming back,
But
32 and 28.
but remember back to back though. He's a jump
Yep.
shooter. I'm really not going to play him tomorrow just because of back to back on the jump shot.
Yeah, no, but
It's not my favorite.
that's fine. But you still gotta. You're right. Like
You need some value, brother.
I'm
I
big
get it.
with
I get
tired
it.
legs. I'm big on
Yeah.
tired legs and shooters. But if a guy's taking double-digit shots, I'll take my chances more times than not. You know. But I'm with you. Like it's a shooter, tired legs. You know, not the best. Let's move it over to small forwards, Johnny. What you got?
So yeah, so small forwards for me, like I'm not looking at any of these high price guys. Like no LeBron for me tomorrow. I'm not saying he's in a bad match or anything like that. I just don't want to go there. I think he's too expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and fade Big D tomorrow. 10-4. I prefer Middleton at almost $4,000 discount for similar production that he's gonna do tomorrow. I think Aaron Gordon's in a terrific spot tomorrow against the Lakers, 7,600. I think you need to take a look at that for sure. We already talked about Middleton at both shooting guard and small forward, 69. I really like that. And then Kyle Kuzma still like, I think this is a guy that we were paying like 7,000 for, a little while ago. He's 6,100. He's starting here. Orlando. I think this is a really good spot for him. So I would definitely take a shot on him.
Yeah, man. On FanDuel, Lebranovich is just too much, man. 12-5. It's just really screws you up, man. It's just like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You got to put up 80 to get you the tournament value.
Insane.
Come on.
It's just insane. If I had to pick one, I'd much prefer Giannis. I got to dig in tomorrow at Giannis' spot. I think I'm okay with him against Houston. But yeah, if I had to pick one, it's Giannis over LeBron. That's insane. 12-5. It's not like the guy's been doing anything. It's not like he's going for 80 every day. He's only putting up 50 to 60. Yeah. It's like that's all he's doing. Anyway, aside from that on FanDuel,
people are really wanting these raw points lately. You look at him, like he's still 30% owned. Like it's every day.
It's true. People are chasing the raw points. Is there really just not? There's just not a lot above 6 on FanDuel. There's like not a lot. Denzel Valentine is 6K now. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, FanDuel is just they do some strange things.
He's 5,100 on DraftKings, which is crazy. Like for Denzel Valentine,
jingle bells finally went off in his last game, huh?
Yeah, but he's like 5,800. Like he can't play it, No. It's a bad play, but
still, I'm just noting that he put up a 48.
Oh yeah, no, he had a huge game for sure, but
monster game for the jingle bells. But yeah, 6'4". I don't think I could take the chance that he would do it again. At least not back to back. Anything in Value Town on DraftKings you see? Because FanDuel, that's literally there's like nothing. It's just.
I think the guy just is a little bit underpriced for the matchup against the Lakers is Evan Fournier. I think he's cheap enough. He's 5,700, so I think he's in play. Like I got Nawaba here at 5,500. Like I can't go there. Like he's more expensive than Hield. Hield's only 52. Like I can't play either of those guys. It's just too expensive. I'd go to Hield over Nawaba for sure. Man, I think Trevor Ariza's okay tomorrow at 4,900. But I think that we can do better on the value. I think some stuff will open up tomorrow. But I think CJ Miles, again, I think he's in play. Like I think that you can definitely slide him over to small forward. I talked about shooting guard, but I think you can go there for I think that's a good play. At this no value spot we're looking at right now. So that's what I would do.
Yeah, man. I think first guy that kind of stands out to me, looking at some basic projections, Dylan Brooks kind of stands out. It's more so what he's done recently. It's not the performance. It's more so the shot attempts have increased since all these guys have been out. So he took 17 shots in his last game, and he took 14 in the one before that. He didn't do all that well. But like you said, man, it's ugly, and we need value somewhere. So it's kind of like you have one beer, and like all of a sudden, the looks more attractive. You drink another beer, and it's a little bit more attractive. Third beer, it's like, hey, man, I'm down. So it's one of those situations where unless something opens up tomorrow, we could be in that kind of situation. You're just going to have to take a couple shots, drink a couple beers, whatever it is you do, or, light up whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is. and just close your eyes and click Jalen Brooks and put him in. But it is Chicago, so it's terrible defense. So it is a decent spot for him. But he's a guy that's very painful to roster, man. You could roster. He'll play 37 minutes and get like 15. Like it happens with him a lot. And I always wonder how guys can do that. How are you on the court? Like, how are you on the court that long and not able to fall into a rebound? You know, like...
yeah, it's so
like,
frustrating.
I don't know.
It's like I think every time if I ever play like one of those Detroit Piston like wing kind of players, and it's just like, please get a point, please like move, like do something, like they just stand in the corners, you know, like man.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I could. Again, man, I think I could look at a guy like from really hurting for value, like Lance Stevenson. He only got 18 minutes in his last game, but he still put up 26. He's 4.2.
What's his price on? See, he's cheap. See, on DraftKings, he's 5K.
Oh yeah,
he's 5K.
That's not happening. No, his minutes have been gone. So, Bogdanovich has been playing out of his mind. We should probably talk about that, dude. Bogdanovich is only 5.3 on FanDuel. They didn't really move his price much. And like he's just shooting well. That's not. He's not taking any extra shots. He's just shooting well. He shot 7 for 12 against Washington. He shot 9 for 13. Like he went 5 for 7 from 3 against Milwaukee. That's how he put up that 44.
Absolutely. Now my issue is that it's against Utah here, and he's going to get some Joe Jingles defense.
Yeah, that Jingle Bell defense.
And at 5,600, like he's a lot. You know, like. He's not $4,000 Bogdanovich anymore, and I don't really like this matchup for him. You know, and he's not going to shoot 70% again. Like it's not going to happen every game. So I would probably pass on it on the price unless something really opened up where I could fit him in. I liked it. I'd just rather go honestly for 8,300 for what is it, $2,700 more. I just go to Oladipo, who's dominated in this game in the past.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Depot. Love me some Oladipo. Man, LeBron and Giannis on FanDuel tomorrow are going to be like, not that they're always popular, but they're going to be mega popular because it's terrible. Like all the guys, Wilson Chandler is 5'4". He's not even cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like
how are they gonna fit those guys in though?
What's that?
Yeah, I know, but how are they going to fit those guys in though? Like, because you still have a salary cap.
Yeah,
know?
But like I don't know. But no, I'm not saying people are going to play them both. I'm saying that like nobody's like there's very few people will be double punting small forward. Like that's what I mean. Like I'm not saying they're going to play. Everybody's going to play both of them. I'm just saying like together. I just mean like combined ownership between the two. Like everybody's going to have at least one of them dudes. It's going to be one and a punt. If you could find the punt, but like it's crazy. I don't think very like a lot of times you'll see people double punt small forward. It's just so ugly that let's get 2 value guys. I don't see very many people doing that on this one because it's ugly.
Yeah, I thought you meant you were trying to play them together. I was like, wow, that's
in
an
ideal world. In an ideal world, on FanDuel it's very very tough to do something like that. But move us over to power forwards, Johnny. What do you see?
Yeah, so same kind of simple thing. I'm just not really anybody on the top here. I think Davis is okay. He hasn't performed well in the past here. With Cousins, he was deferring to Cousins because it was revenge games. But I think he definitely can be okay. I just don't know if I want to pay his price on this back-to-back. And we know there's going to be an Anthony Davis hurt game coming up for us pretty soon. I'd prefer to go to Blake Griffin at 7,900. I think there's still a little bit of value there. I also think we have a little bit of value with Julius Randle. Let's see, Jermichael Green, $6,800. Like I can't play that; it's just too much. And I think really it for me would be Larry Nance. Just depends on what's going on tomorrow in the situation. But he got priced up. He's 6,300 tomorrow. I'll say this though: if the situation,
you said he got.
What was that?
What was his price?
6,300.
And you said he got priced up. You want to guess what his FanDuel price is?
Probably 8,000.
Close, 7.5, man. 7.5.
Yeah, but this is a guy that we paid like 55 for. Like he got a $800 price increase on DraftKings after one game is a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my concern is though, is he going to get the same usage, the same opportunities? If everybody's out, I think he's still a viable play on both sides. I mean, he can definitely dominate Denver. They're real bad against big.
I mean,
so,
I'm pretty sure that Thompson's supposed to be out for like 2 weeks. So
What about Green? Was Green just an illness or
Well,
forgot
I
what his
mean,
issue was?
even if Jeff Green, I mean, he's got a back issue, but even if Jeff Green
Okay.
plays, like he can't play center. That's got like no effect on Nance. Like they have nobody to play center. It's like they have that guy. What's his name? And Zach. I'm asking the wrong person for a name.
And yeah, he's like the 33. He was like the free play yesterday, but he was bad. It wasn't that good. So.
Him and then LeBron is like the third center right now. He's like LeBron is like the third string center. So like I think the minutes are gonna be there. So I guess it comes down to you have to like know he's gonna smash, because if he doesn't smash and you pay 7.5 for him on FanDuel, you're gonna get Bobby Portis like I did the other day. And
yes.
and
you don't want to get Bobby Portis. I've gotten that happen way too many times.
Doesn't this seem like a Bobby Portis spot? This seems like the exact thing, right? Went off last game, he's starting again, and now, just seems like it.
I mean, absolutely, it does. It feels like a stay away spot. I can see him putting up a big number. Like, don't get me wrong, because I watch Denver a lot. Like, again, I'm a big Jokic guy. I love Jokic. I just love watching his offensive game. But I know how bad he is on defense. I think Nance can put up a big game. But again, like, he could do a Larry Nance, like he was a Laker. Like, there's a reason I'm not on the Lakers anymore. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Anyway, that was just the Larry Nance combo. What else you see?
Yeah. We talked about Kyle Kuzma. He's eligible at power forward. I still like Millsap here. I'm just waiting for him to get his uptick in minutes here. He's only 6,100. He got me to value today. I like him still. A little bit expensive. My favorite play, though, on this whole power forward spot, and this guy has absolutely dominated Anthony Davis, and that's Zebo. You want to get some Zebo tomorrow. If you're smart, you want to make the money, $5,800 Zebo. Lock him in.
Zebo. How about that? Yeah, he's really dominated them, and I think Willie Cauley-Stein, is he I think he's still banged up a little bit.
Still out.
Yeah. So we'll want to verify that tomorrow with some news, but yeah.
And Scal's got a question mark tag by him as well.
Oh, he's got the question mark tag. He's questionable. He's got a sore right knee, similar to the sore.
Yep.
The sore right knee is the cousin to the sore right hip. So yeah, I definitely like that call. Looking over at FanDuel, the pricing is just horrendous. But Paul Millsap, 6'9", he played like 19 minutes and still smashed against Dallas. He put up like 32 in 19 minutes. It's just like...
Well, they did that because it's a back-to-back, because they want to run him tomorrow.
Of course. And so he's going to... I think he's okay. He's cheaper than Nance. Like, he's a guy that's cheaper than Nance. Bobby Portis is all the way down to 6'8". And, I wouldn't mind going back to him. On FanDuel, he was just 7'7". So on FanDuel, it's not bad.
Yeah,
like Bobby Portis, they had him 6'8" when Mirotic was on the team still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Mirotic is 6'8". Don't mind me some of that. But on FanDuel, like you just got to get used to paying these prices. Kuzma is 6'1". Now, there's something I genuinely like. And then, of course, like you said...
Same price on DraftKings.
And Zebo, like, he's 5'8" over there, he's 5'9" here. So those two guys immediately stand out to me. Kuzma and Randolph stand out. Like, the other guys are kind of like, I guess I could play them because everybody seems expensive anyway. Kuzma and Randolph definitely seem like, well, no, they don't seem to be, that seems pretty reasonable for the expected upside. Take me down to Value Town, Johnny. What do you see? I know Jabari is still cheap over there.
Yeah, so what I'm looking at right now, like a little bit of looking at this, we got Derek Favors, who's questionable for tomorrow's game. I actually liked him at 5,400 tomorrow in this matchup with Indy. Indy's just not good with power forwards. So if he's out, that might jump Jake Crowder into the starting lineup. And at 4,300, I think you can do a lot worse than that. So I would go there. I think Jabari Parker tomorrow, 4,700 in this Houston game, is in a fantastic spot. I just like so many plays from the Milwaukee side, like how many's too much. I think I might just go with Middleton and him as my two favorite plays. So I'd probably just go there. But other than that, like I would really look out for, if you're looking for a cheap guy, maybe this guy's the value, is the Chet Diablo tomorrow.
Did you just call him the Czech Diablo?
Czech Diablo, baby. The Czech Diablo.
Czech Diablo.
Czech Diablo. The Czech Diablo, baby.
The Czech
Diablo today.
I love that.
The Czechie's good. No, so yeah, tomorrow he's in a great matchup here And the greatest thing that we get with him is that Okafor was played today, but he was hurt, and it's a back-to-back. So I think we might get my boy Czech Diablo to start tomorrow, a.k.a. Czech Diallo, whatever. He's going to play tomorrow. He's going to start, and he's gonna go 10x tomorrow.
That was an awesome impromptu nickname. You know, I forgot to mention when we were up. I forgot to talk about some of the prices. So Julius Randle is 8.6 on FanDuel.
Oh, geez.
And Anthony Davis, right? At Sacramento, he just dropped a 70 something. You know, he's dropping it on dudes. He's doing his thing. Sacramento's terrible. I get it. He's 13K.
Bro, no way.
13,000 for Anthony Davis.
He doesn't have good history. I got it. That's 100. For me, that would be a fade. Like I can't do it.
I mean, FanDuel, I just don't understand. Yeah. Blake Griffin is 8-1. No. Blake Griffin. I didn't even see it because I just assumed that he would be more expensive. He's always got to be more expensive than Randall. But no, not today. Yeah. Blake Griffin at 8-1? Yeah, I can play with some Blake Griffin at 8-1, the way he's been playing. In comparison to 8-6 for Julius Randle. And I like Julius Randle. I'm not a hater. Like I like him. You know what I'm saying? I do like him.
But that's a big price tag. You know, you can. Man.
It's just.
Yeah.
Just say it.
And the one thing I was going to mention, CK2, is that with OG being out for tomorrow's game, that's just going to make that CJ Miles play we talked about a little while ago even a better play.
Yeah,
so I just want to mention
definitely. That. Yeah, that's a good point. On FanDuel and Value Town, I could play me some Serge Ibaka. He's 5'6" against Detroit. We know Detroit struggles against stretch fours. They always have. Doesn't seem like Blake is going to fix that issue because Kelly Olynyk just tore that ass up the other day. So yeah, I'm cool with some Serge Ibaka. If he can hit his threes, he could be okay. He's 5'6". That seems reasonable. Jabari Parker's 5'5" on FanDuel.
He's cheap. Like I love the price. It's just really. I mean, the only thing with him, he's 4.7 on DraftKings. The only thing with him again is. The minutes, like are they going to give him more than 25 minutes?
I'm saying on DraftKings, I'm comfortable paying that in a pace up spot against Houston. On FanDuel at 5.5, that makes me uncomfortable, man. Like it really does.
And especially when we're searching for value already right now on the site, like he's a good play.
Even your boy the Czech Diablo, he's 4.3 over
Czech
here.
Diallo, baby.
He's 4.3 over here against
going.
Sacramento. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd still play him because that dude's just a point per minute monster. But still, it's like, come on, man. Like, you don't even know if he's going to play. He's put up a 7. You're going to give him the 4s? Come on, man. He went up one time. He only went up once. I mean, I know what he's capable of.
It reminds me of that. It reminds me of like 2 years ago in Westbrook, we were paying like $15,000 for him.
Yeah.
Crazy. He was in his own tier. You had like James Harden like 11.9, and then you had Westbrook 15K. I was like, what the fuck is this? Man. So
that's funny. Anyway, man, move it on over for me.
Yeah, so you got Davis and you got Drummond at the top. Drummond's done well in this matchup. I'm not gonna lie with this Toronto game. Like, he's just not worth the value. I mean, he's been averaging like in the 50s. For me, it's just not tournament winning value. Like if you're playing cash game, just lock him in at 95. Jokic for me, man, I love this guy. I just can't play him with Millsap there right now until he gets down into like the 8s, 9,100, a little pricey for him. Gobert, this is a great matchup for Gobert. I haven't been on the Gobert train the last couple of games where he's done really well. I'm not going to jump on now, and I don't like the price at 84. I can see him being a little popular tomorrow because Indy's just not really good with the bigs there, so we can go there. I think Capella, probably looks like one of my favorites here, 7,100 against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's just not really good against the bigs, so I prefer to go there than to like a Bobby Portis for $500 cheaper. Like Portis is just too expensive. And then we talked about Willie Cauley-Stein. He's already ruled out. So that's opening up some space here for the Zach Randolph play that we talked about.
Yeah, man, definitely. Had some. My bad. A little distracted. Wasn't listening. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't listening to you. Had some in the YouTube chat. We had some dudes coming in. They do what they do. They hate. They got nothing better to do at 1:30 in the morning. So, but to go on YouTube and put out some fake news. But they do what they do, and we do what we do. But Drum Dog, man, super big disappointment across the world, across the White Stick Nation. Everybody, he let down everybody against Cleveland, and I will go right back there against Jonas Valanciunas and Jacob Poeltl.
He's going to put up 20. I mean, he's put up 25 rebounds in this game before. So, I mean, like,
yes,
he can put up 20 game tomorrow. Barbara Walters is definitely in the picture.
Yes. And then my boy Vooch, man, he's 8-4 on FanDuel. It's the Lakers. He hasn't done all that great against Lakers. You would think that this would be a spot he's smashed in the past because the Lakers have been bad against centers for so long. He's never really done all that well except for a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago or something.
But he actually doesn't have good history against Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez actually owns him.
Hey, man, I was all over Brolo the other day, man. He did his thing. Yeah. I was all over Brolo. I'm with it. So, Vooch's price might have came up a little bit too much. What's his price on DraftKings? I probably still won't play him, but
he's 7,700. I just would prefer to go to Capella at 71 in a better matchup.
Yeah, no, definitely. Capella on a back-to-back. It's Milwaukee, but it's a back-to-back. 7-5, though. I guess if Capella's a guy that I would play if I decided to play hard. That's what I would do. I don't think I would play him like the lone guy, you know? I mean, so far, it's Drummond. Yeah, no, so far, I'm just going back to Drummond. That's like Rudy Gobert is 9-2. Phenomenal matchup. He's playing out of his mind. I don't mind Gobert. I could see Gobert, but you got to bring somebody back with Indiana. But Drummond so far is still my favorite. I mean, I just want him to bounce back. I'm hoping people just are so angry at him. And they just,
recency bias, man, is crazy.
Because I want that.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, did you talk about Value Town? No, right?
No. So for me, I think Kufis is the guy that I'm looking at here at 44. He's had some good history here too. I like that. He's the most awkward-looking player in the NBA. Like he's not, I think, a very skilled big man, but he's definitely a point per minute guy. So we don't really care about any of that. We just care about him putting up DFS points. And that's really it. Right now, there's just not a lot to love because there's just nothing guaranteed here. So we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, man. I hear you on FanDuel. It got to be a damn good play for me to for me to go to Value Town because you only get one center. But you know what? The center position is not that great. Yeah. I don't think there's really anybody on FanDuel that I'd be interested in playing. Brolo is 5'8". Obviously, I was hoping he'd be a little bit cheaper. I know he just smashed, but like you said, he does have the good history. Probably something I'll reserve. What's his DraftKings price? Like 5'4", something like that?
It's cheap on DraftKings, so you can go there. He's 40.
He's still 40. He's still in the 4s? So he was like 4'2", yeah. So they
don't like him.
But
yeah, they don't like him.
Not much to like there. Not much to like in Value Town on FanDuel, I tell you that. So,
and you gotta like his minutes though. Like you're looking at 26 last two games, 22, and with having a good offensive, good offensive center that's a big guy. I don't think they're gonna put Zubac out there. I think they're gonna run Brook out there a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, man, that's gonna do it for the position by position breakdown. We'll do some top threes, Johnny, and then we will get up out of here. Before we do that, though, I want to remind everybody, head over to wisetake.com if you are not already a member of the Wise Take Nation. Join it. It's a movement. We're doing it. Come be a part of it. We are growing. We're making money. Literally today, I'm looking at the NBA Premium Chat. 2 of Wise Takes members. Looks like Lou Diamond Phillips and RH1580. Both of these dudes, Wise Take subscribers in the NBA Chat, both won over a G each one over $1,000. I'm seeing the screenshots in the chat. Shout out to you guys representing the Wise Take Nation well. And this is just what we do every night. So, very, very happy to see that, man. It really puts a smile on my face. So, appreciate y'all supporting us and all that. So, without further ado, you guys need to check it out. Get over there now. We do have a discount going for the MLB Season Pass. I'll go over it. It's good. It'll be here until baseball season actually starts. But use the promo code Last Chance MLB, and you can get $25 off of the Season Pass. The Season Pass right now comes with NBA, the rest of the NBA season. So, if you want to do the NBA thing, you're better off just investing in baseball, and you'll get the rest of the NBA as well. If you've never tried this before in NBA, if you're new, it's $2.50 to try us for 1 day. A day pass into NBA only. So you get NBA content for 1 day. It's $2.50. You got nothing to lose. Just go ahead. $2.50. Try it. And also, for those of you that are subscribed, aren't subscribed, whatever, if you're into the PGA thing, if you're into making money with PGA, if you're into cash and DFS, and you want to see them doing this thing, right after this show, premium subscribers are going to go to wisetake.com. They're going to go to the PGA Live Stream page, and they're going to watch a live stream of Cash and our boy Wig Splitter break down the PGA golf slate. So we got a lot going on. We got NASCAR this week. It's just a wonderful time to be a part of the Wise Take Nation. So get over there. Johnny, give me some point guard top threes. What you got?
Yeah, so my top point guard tomorrow, we're going to go to Isaiah Thomas here at 6,000 against Orlando. I like that a lot. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to Kyle Lowry here against Detroit. I like that a lot at 7,200. And then the same game with the IT2 game is going to be Lonzo Ball, 7,400 against Orlando. I really like that. I think this is going. A lot of people are going to be off him because of price range, and he had a bad game. I think this is a get-right spot for him. I think he's going to put up 50. Nice.
I like the call. Looking at it from a FanDuel perspective, I think Bledsoe's appealing to me only because how well he's been playing. I know it's Chris Paul defense, but he's just been playing really well lately. Chris Dunn, I like at 6'5". He's somebody I'm definitely interested in. And I could probably play some De'Aaron Fox at his price, though I do wish his minutes would come up. I know the usage has been there. Johnny the Greek, shooting guard.
Man, this is so ugly here. Once I name those 3 point guard shooting guards that I just named, man, Oladipo number 1. We'll just get that one out there. I
just realized that the FanDuel slate starts at. Does it start later? No. My mistake. I was looking at the wrong thing. You're good.
And I'm gonna go. So yeah, we're gonna go with Oladipo, and then we're gonna go. I go Mitchell, and then we'll do some Dunn.
No, they did do it. FanDuel slate starts at 8:00.
They cut the Utah Indy game out. It looks like.
But I thought they must have.
Because that's the only early game, and then the other ones are sort of 5. There's 3 to 5 o'clock games.
Slate. There you go. Did what they did. I was wondering. I was like, you keep talking about Depot, and I don't ever see this dude. I was looking at DraftKings earlier, so I know I saw Depot, but then I'm looking at FanDuel now to cover the FanDuel side, and it's like, where the hell is Depot? I know I saw this, and I finally put it together. With that said, on FanDuel, I'll go with Harden. It's tougher without Oladipo. I'll go with Harden. I'll go with Zach LaVine, and I'll go with Buddy Hyde, a.k.a. Buddy Hield. Small forwards.
Yeah, my favorite play is Chris Middleton. I love him tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to go to... let's go with... let's see... I'm going to go Aaron Gordon, and then I'm going to go with the Kyle Kuzma train.
I'm with it. Let me see. Moving over. Small forwards. Big D, I got 2. Dylan Brooks and Trevor Ariza. I'll go with that. It's pretty ugly over there. Power forwards.
Let's see. Zach Randolph, just lock and load for me. I love that play tomorrow. Jabari Parker, 47, he's too cheap. And go with... We'll go with Julius Randle.
All right. I will go with Blake the Snake on FanDuel, Kyle Kuzma, and Zebo. Centers, Johnny.
Yeah, Drummond's the number 1 guy. He's the guy you want if you're going to pay up. And then next guy for me would be Capella. I think that he's in a good spot. And let's see. Let's go with the check is good, baby.
The check is good. All right.
Check
I'm with you. Drummond definitely probably my favorite right now. Clint Capella, I could see it against Milwaukee, though I don't love the price. And I guess I'd have to go with Brolo because, like you said, history against Orlando's good, and he's been playing well.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for the Wise Take podcast. Do me a favor, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up. That like button really helps us out. Subscribe to the channel. We are growing. You don't want to miss out. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. And, of course, if you're watching us on Facebook, please like and share to support the Wise Take Nation. So, For Johnny the Greek, for myself, the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck. Johnny, there it is.
Yeah.